Enigma Industrial Services.
Welcome to our recruitment event here at Enigma Industrial Services. We're here today with Ann Marie Barber from Syngenta, who's one of our ladies in scaffolding. We've got employed a number of people throughout the UK in our scaffolding operations, and women too. And Ann Marie's kindly agreed to help us with our promotional of women in scaffolding. We're working in conjunction with EDF, and EDF of course are building the Hinkley Point C power station. And this video is going to be shared with our colleagues there too. So a number of questions to speak to you, Ann Marie, about. So thanks for coming down today. It's really appreciated. So you've obviously heard about Hinkley Point.
Yes, I have.
And what have you heard about it?
Well, there's a few lads from my workplace that are wanting to go down to Hinkley Point.
So where did they get to hear about it? Do you know?
Management.
Through the management.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something you'd consider you personally if your circumstances were different?
Yes.
Okay, great. So looking at you and your career with Enigma, so what position do you hold in Enigma currently?
Part 1 scaffolder.
A Part 1 scaffolder.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing that for?
2 years.
2 years. Great. So how long have you worked for Enigma?
4 years.
4 years in total.
Yes.
So you made a change with your career at Enigma. So why did you change your job to become a scaffolder?
Well, I worked for soft services side.
Yeah.
And Kirsty from QC
Yeah.
gave me the advice on going on to doing scaffolding. So I had spoken to John, my manager, at Syngenta at Huddersfield, regarding the apprenticeship for the scaffolding.
So what first sort of excited you about becoming a scaffolder?
I wanted to better myself in life.
Yeah.
Always, as a child, wanted to dismantle and put things back together.
So why scaffolding?
Just, I enjoy it. I
Yeah?
love it. Yeah.
So what is it you enjoy about the job,
Um,
apart from the cold weather?
yeah, apart from the cold weather, I like the erecting, dismantling, labouring, anything about the job I really enjoy.
And you've completed your Part 1 scaffolding course now?
Yes, I have.
So you're currently working as a scaffolder.
Yep.
At Syngenta.
Yep.
And when do you think you'll start your Part 2 scaffolding?
In beginning of next year, 2020.
So in 2020 at some stage, and again, obviously Enigma will support you through that.
Yeah.
So and tell me about your apprenticeship, your Part 1. Were you doing that at college or with a separate provider?
Separate provider. It was with Generation at Wakefield.
And that went well for you?
Brilliant.
Yeah. Any problems through your apprenticeship?
No.
And tell me how many women were on the apprenticeship course with you?
None.
Just you?
Yes.
How many lads were there?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not a lone voice in scaffolding through Enigma and through our trade sector, but how have you found scaffolding as a lady working with Enigma?
How have I found it?
Yeah.
Great.
Great. What's great about it?
The banter from the lads. The lads treat me like a lad.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't ask for much more, if I'm honest.
Okay, so they look out for you,
Yeah.
or you all look out for each other?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So do you think Enigma has given you the opportunities that you probably wouldn't have been open for you elsewhere?
Yeah.
In what way? So what happened for you to become a scaffolder? You've told us that Kirsty first planted the idea in your mind to think about becoming a scaffolder. What did you do from there on in?
Pushed it forward.
With your manager?
With John, my manager, yeah.
Did he have any reservations?
Yeah.
Yeah? He talked to you about those?
Yeah.
What about family members?
Dad called me an idiot.
Your dad called you an idiot. Does he call you an idiot now you've passed your Part 1?
No.
No. Well, that's
He
good.
thinks it's great.
He thinks it's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful, isn't it? So how does it feel to be, a mature student and an apprentice scaffolder? Is that something you've fallen straight into? Something you've always wanted to do?
Something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah?
I've always been a manual handling person, so it was a good opportunity to take.
Okay. So a couple of questions, more specific about the sector. So what's your top tip for somebody to become a scaffolder?
Go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And where would you say they should apply to? Direct to a college, to a scaffolding company?
To a scaffolding company.
Yeah?
Get the apprenticeship. Go forward.
And as you know, Enigma's got over 70 apprentices at the moment. And what would you say about the apprenticeship at Enigma for you?
Fantastic.
Is it giving you what you wanted in life?
Yeah. It's changed my life for the better.
Okay, brilliant. And what would you say about, what advice would you give to any women that want to join the industry and become a scaffolder? What advice would you give them?
Don't hesitate. Go for it.
Yeah?
It changed my life for the better, honestly. It's the best choice I ever made.
Brilliant. So you've told us about some of the positive reasons that you enjoy as a scaffolder. You've told us one of the negative reasons that it's cold. It is at the moment, it's December, and the wind is blowing very cold. But what are some of the other downsides of becoming a scaffolder as a woman?
I don't feel I have any.
None.
No, only the cold.
Yeah?
Yeah, I honestly, I love it. It's the best thing I ever did for myself.
So you're encouraging other ladies to get involved as well?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So hopefully that's the purpose of what we're doing today. And, you know, we'll try and encourage other ladies of any age to come and talk to us about our jobs in this industry. So what does a normal working day look like for you, Ann Marie?
What does it look like?
Yeah. So what time do you start?
7:10.
7:10.
Yeah.
And then what are you doing on a daily basis where you work?
Well, it varies from erecting, dismantling, labouring. You know, you've got to get involved in it all. We work around vessels.
Is that more difficult going around a vessel than it is around?
Yeah, because you've got the pipe work above you from the vessels, you know, so you've got to try and work around the pipe work as well as getting around the vessel top.
Okay. Obviously health and safety is a big requirement in our industry. What's your view on health and safety?
Safety first.
Safety first. So, you know, making sure you've got the right equipment and you follow the correct procedures. And do you look out for other people while you're doing that too?
Yes, I do.
And do other people look out for you?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the close, friendly working relationship you've got with your colleagues at Syngenta?
Yes.
So, what motivates you in your role on a day-to-day basis?
I'm bed and going to work.
So what time's getting out of bed for you?
5:30.
5:30. Some people only know 5:30, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Summer.
So what's been the highlight of your time with Enigma Industrial Services as a lady scaffolder?
Taking that opportunity to go and get my apprenticeship and moving forward.
Have you found any difficulties at all?
No.
Does it become quite a talking point when people ask you what you do?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
So what's the, you know, tell us about, you know, the strangest thing that's happened when you've told somebody you're a scaffolder. You just get a strange reaction, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens, doesn't it? You know, because they don't expect, because it's a male, how can I...
Dominated industry?
Yeah. Because it's a male-dominated industry, they don't expect to hear women going into this sort of role. But women, you know, they're entitled to it. You know, everybody.
Quite absolutely right. And just because it is male-dominated, we've got to break those barriers down. And I think you're a great example of that.
Yeah.
And something we'd like to do more of at Enigma and encourage more ladies into the industry. So, what are the 3 things you like doing about your job best?
3 things.
Yeah.
Erecting, dismantling, labouring, thinking.
Thinking about what?
How the job's going to go. If it don't go up right, it's not going to stand.
Yeah.
And if it's not going to stand, somebody's going to get seriously hurt.
Okay. So it's about doing the job right first time, but thinking about safety first too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're sat in front of a camera today. Give us a piece of advice you'd give to a lady who wants to join our industry. What do they need to do?
Don't hesitate, just go for it. Best choice I ever made.
Great, well that's really good to hear. So, I mean, do you want to continue your career development with Enigma in the construction industry?
Yes, I do.
And what would you consider?
Looking at other doors,
And why is that?
because in 30 years' time I don't want to be carrying tube and boards on my shoulder.
So, part two is the next step for you in your career.
Yes,
That's happening in 2020. You've already told us that.
2020, yeah.
So, what's the end goal?
Advanced,
An advanced scaffolder.
yes.
And what sort of time scale have you put on yourself to do that?
Well, 2020 for my part 2, then you've got to do your portfolio, and then you've got to do another 12 months, I think, from there to do your advanced.
So you're looking at probably 2022.
Yeah,
Okay.
2022.
And that's going to open a huge amount of doors for you, and Enigma will help you achieve your goals.
Yeah.
That's great. So fantastic, Ann Marie. Really pleased you came down to see us. Thank you so much. And if anyone else is interested in joining Enigma, then please drop us a line on our careers page, and we'll do our utmost to help and assist with getting the next Ann Marie in our scaffolding room. Thank you very much, Ann Marie.
Thank you very much.
Please visit www.enigma-is.com for more information. And click on the Careers tab. This interview has been filmed in collaboration with EDF Energy.